starting off with Summer Friday's Lip Butter Balm in Sweet Mint. I love this. Love this. Here's another love, guys. This is the Paula's Choice Pro-Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. And after I use this, my skin does feel plumper and juicy, yet not oily. This is a gel moisturizer. Love it, love it, love it. For primer, I'm using the Hygiene Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum by Natasha Denona. Love this. All right, now we're ready for our foundation. I have actually worn this before. This is not going to be a wear test. I'm just going to apply it on my skin so that you all will see how this looks on my skin. This is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus, and it's got a long name. This is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum plus Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This contains 1.0 ounces. This product is nothing new, but I never tried it until maybe a year ago. I purchased it during an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I asked if you wanted me to film a video on this product, and a couple of people said that they did, even though this is nothing new, as I mentioned before. I also purchased it in the Illumination, also in the shade Rich, but I am going to film today's video on this one. If you'd also like to see me try this one out, just let me know. I have other videos to film today, so that's why I'm not doing like a side-by-side of the two of them. I'm just going to use this one. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just start with one pump, and let's see how far that goes. And let me turn down my light a little bit. It feels like it's a little bright. I received a brush when I purchased this foundation for free, and this is the Airbrush. This is the Airbrush Flawless Complexion brush. It is the number 132. Let's see how far this one pump goes. And I do have like a little cyst right here that I need to have removed if you happen to notice that. And this does get me really good coverage. So this one pump might go a long way. Okay, and it is a little light right now, but it will come together. It's a little light. You guys know that this comes in a limited shade range, and this one I feel is the best match for me, but it is a little light for my face. But once I bronze and apply all of my other products, it tends to look fine. So this is what one half of my face looks like, and again, it gives really good coverage because that is just partial pumped. I have all of this left on my hand. So here we go. Let's do the other side and see how far this last little bit goes. I feel like I put more of that pump on the first half of my face. So we'll see. I may have to add a little bit more for this side. Yeah. And this is like an off-the-shoulder shirt. But I'm not wearing it that way because it's gonna be a pain keeping it like that during this part of the video. Okay, so this is not too bad. So let me apply just a little bit more on the side where I kind of ran out. Let's apply a little bit more partial dot here. And this is very light reflecting. It really is, because in the mirror, it doesn't look as light as it does with my fluorescent lighting bouncing off of my skin. Because if I turn this down, you guys will see. See how different it looks when the lighting is down? Just keep all that in mind, that the light is causing the light to bounce off of my face. And I have my hair pulled back, guys, because I have found in recent videos that my curly hair just has a mind of its own, and it just starts to get all in my face when I'm filming makeup tutorials or reviewing any type of makeup product on my face. So I'm going back to kind of put my hair back and see how it goes today, just to make it easier to review everything. So far, it looks very skin-like, but I have full coverage, which I like. So now we're going to move on to concealer and powder. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Concealer Corrector, and it is by House Labs, and it is in the shade 31 Medium Neutral. I'm going to try part of this brush, but I know I'm not going to probably like it, and I will move back to my normal concealer brush, but I do want to give it a try. I tend to like a little bit larger brush for applying concealer. I'm going to take a little bit over the eye. This brush is fine. It's just not my type of concealer brush, but it does work. I'm just gonna hop back over to a larger brush. But I do think that that works if you like a small concealer brush. It also seems like it would work fine to like use on your face to apply concealer if you're trying to conceal spots or blemishes. I just like to move faster, so I tend to like larger brushes. And then let's use this side, sort of blend it in. Okay, so I'm using the Mario powder in the shade Neutral Peach. This powder is pretty good, but I don't like that it doesn't have some type of sifter to keep the product from spilling everywhere. You might not be able to see it because of my lighting, but it just dumps a lot of product out, and a sifter would have prevented that from happening. But the powder seems to be okay. Okay, the shirt is gonna drive me a little crazy today, just a little bit crazy. Okay, so decided to pull it down just to keep the shirt from running into my makeup here. So this is what it looks like with powder, and I think it looks pretty good. It's nice and matte, kind of natural looking. Of course, the powder's still in my face. We're gonna dust that off in a little bit, but right now I think it looks pretty matte. And eventually, once I get my look completed, we'll probably have a pretty natural finish. That's sort of what my experience has been. So I'm going to complete the rest of my look. I'm going to come back and we're going to sum everything up. All right, guys, so I'm back. See, I told you guys it will all come together in the end. It's likely that this foundation, just like many other foundations, may oxidize just a little bit as it sits on your skin. While I do have on bronzer, the foundation itself appears to be slightly deeper than it was at the initial application. If you are curious about what is on my face, I will link everything that I'm wearing on my face down in the description box. But I want to talk about the foundation itself. Again, the shade that I'm wearing is Rich. On Ulta's website, it says that this shade is for tan to rich complexion with warm golden undertone, and there are several shades after this. There are 30 shade options for this CC cream. The price is $47, but I know that right now I'm filming this video during an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and this foundation is going to be on sale during this 21 Days of Beauty, and it is oftentimes on sale during 21 Days of Beauty. It says that this CC cream goes beyond color correcting to include your full coverage foundation, anti-aging serum, and broad spectrum sunscreen in one. It says it's a multitasking CC cream. The 6 deepest shades are formulated with broad spectrum clear SPF so that there is no white cast. That is nice. Again, it's full coverage. It instantly camouflages the look of top skin concern. It's good for redness on skin, uneven skin tone, and dark spots. It includes hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid helps to retain water, to hydrate and visibly plump while minimizing the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So that's some of the claims with this foundation. It has 4.3 stars on Ulta's website and over 22,000 reviews. I don't know why I didn't think that this was for me, but when I first tried this, I was really blown away and shocked by how good this CC cream is. I think that maybe the name CC cream made me think that it wasn't going to be full coverage, even though it claims that it is. I just wasn't sure what it was going to do for my skin that was different than foundation. But I love this. Absolutely love this. The completed look that I see here is just absolutely stunning. I am not seeing like any accenting of my fine lines. I am 51 years old, and I feel like anytime I can find a foundation or a foundation-like product that gives me a youthful appearance, I am its #1 fan. I really feel like this gives you a more youthful appearance and is really good for my mature skin. I'm looking on Ulta's website. From what I can tell, there is this one that I believe is the original. I also see Nude Glow, the Illumination one that I also have, and I also see one that is a natural matte version. I thought this was best for me because it says it's anti-aging. I believe it was more of a natural finish, and it was the original one. I just wanted to start there and go from there and try the others if this one worked out. I am very pleased with this. I am wondering if I need to buy another one. I'm trying not to re-up on foundation when I don't need to. I should probably empty this one before buying another one and use the Illumination as well. But I really love this, and it is going to start being in my rotation of go-to foundations that I wear on an everyday basis. And my experience also, when I have worn this foundation all day, it wears all day without a problem at all. It does not melt off of your face. It looks great all day long. For me, I actually prefer when I have a foundation that goes on a little bit lighter initially, because it allows me to have more room to apply bronzer and really contour my face. Whereas if the foundation is an exact match, then it is harder to achieve this look that I have on today. So I actually prefer shades like this that are just slightly lighter than my skin tone, but is the right undertone, because my final look tends to be perfect. That's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to apply this foundation so that you can see what it looks like on my skin tone and give you guys a quick kind of review of the foundation. I'm not going to do a wear test, but I have worn this foundation many times and I love it. Love it. And I'm really upset that it took me so long to try it. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.